Welcome back to Chef Campers. My name is Michael, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about the Madkon Ammo Box Barbecue, which in my opinion is one of the greatest things I've ever purchased for my camper van cooking adventures. I've been spending the last 5 years traveling full-time in vehicles, traveling all over Europe. We've been up the Arctic Circle, around the coastlines, on beaches, pretty much like most people do. And during that time I've cooked on loads of different things. And one of the things I love to do is have a campfire because, well, I'm a chef and I specialise in cooking over open flame. So having a campfire is more than just sitting around and drinking a few beers. It's about cooking, it's about providing moments and memories for people. And I've used loads of different things over the years, and there are some amazing stuff that I have used, but this for me beats everything I've ever used. And let me explain why. Well, first of all, it's pretty compact. This fits in a ammo box, a wolf box, South African box, whatever you want to call them. This is designed to fit inside one. And it comes with this amazing cover as well. It's really heavy duty ripstop material, and we've used this sort of camp cover material stuff inside our previous builds, and it's very, very heavy duty. So this bag alone is worth quite a bit of money if you ask me. But that isn't the best thing about the Madkon. The reason why I saw this and just instantly I didn't want to buy it because, well, it made no sense for me to buy another piece of equipment when I've got no room in the van. But I saw this being demoed and I just thought, that's too good. Watch this. I get the 2 rings on the side. That's how you set it up. And there you go. Done. Now I'm gonna show you the other features, but I'm gonna show you quickly how we put it away. We flop that over. Flip it upside down, and back into the bag. The setup time and the breakdown time of this thing is amazing. Tie that with the fact that it's really compact and in this durable bag makes it really interesting to me. But because it worked so well and I saw it demo and I thought, well, that's gonna break quite quick. It hasn't. I've been using this one, was it for 2 years now, Steph?
I think so.
Maybe 2, maybe 3 years. And I have absolutely battered it. I've probably driven over this, I'm not sure. I've driven over this stand that I'm using now. I damage most things on the road because we are full-time, we're in our vehicle, and we're bouncing around doing all sorts of stuff. And I do like a drink or two. So, you know, I was expecting this to rust and break, and it certainly doesn't look like a brand new one, like you see on the pictures. But it hasn't broken, and I've tried, but I can't break it. Right, so what we've got here is a big open basket. Now I can put my logs in here, I can put charcoal in here, I can burn whatever I like in here. It's got a little kind of circle, which I always wondered what that is, but apparently in South Africa, that's where they can put in a gas bar to kind of get it started if you want to. You put a gas tube in it and then put some logs on it and fire it up quick, or charcoal. But I do it the old fashioned way. I just load it up with logs, get it fired, let it cook, let it settle, and then start cooking on it. This is so compact. I mean, this little tiny bag means that we can just literally carry it easily. So you can have those flaps open when you first get it fired, or you can lock them in. There's then a little back plate that you can put onto it, which, make sure I do it the right way. If Fraser's watching, then he used to do this wrong and he thought it was broke, but it wasn't. Sorry, Fraser. Right, you got the little back bit on there. I'm gonna spin it around actually, Steph, so you can see it on here. And then we've got our grill grate. Now, this grill grate can go on the bottom, on the middle, or on the top. And you've got these as well. If it's really hot, just use that. And they easily slide it in and out. And it's as simple as that. You can literally cook over all of this area, higher it, lower it, depending on if you want more heat, lower heat, and it's very simple and easy to do. And once you've finished cooking on it, pull your grill out. Maybe if you want, take this back bit off, but you don't have to. Open them out, and then put some logs and some driftwood in it and have a big communal fire after you cook. That is exactly why I love this thing, because not only have I cooked some really amazing meals on it, I've been able to sit around it after I've cooked a meal. Now, I carry a Weber Go Anywhere, which is about the same size, just about fits in a wolf box, but the lid is too high and you can't close the lid and it takes up a lot of room. This, because it's only thin, will happily sit in a wolf box. I can put charcoal in there, fire lighters, and probably my Clearview utensil set as well. And then I've got a nice box that fits all of the stuff in I need to cook and have a barbecue. So I love it, I absolutely love it, and I really have given it a hard time. I've battered it, I've used it everywhere, and it's worked well. And there's a few reasons why it works so well, and that's because we've got quite a lot of ventilation here. So a lot of barbecues don't have enough ventilation. Sometimes they have a raised grid or something like that, but this has got plenty of ventilation, and you need that oxygen to be able to get the fire going. I would much rather it have more oxygen getting to it than not enough, because you can always control a fire if you've got enough oxygen. If you haven't got enough oxygen, then it can die out quite easily, or you have to start putting a fan on it. I love that about it. I love the fact that actually the cooking space overall is pretty good. I mean, I've cooked for 4-6 people on that size, and as long as you're careful and know what you're doing, you can get quite a lot out. This, for me, is just the perfect size. I just absolutely love it. I've really tried to break it, I've tried to damage it. I haven't been able to. It just works brilliantly. So yeah, that's it. I don't get paid for this video, I don't make money out of making this video, but I am really precious about having good equipment on the van. And this, for me, 100% has got a place on Basco, because over the next year, 18 months, we're trying to get this van completely ready for another big adventure and a big food adventure. And what I needed to decide was what I want to carry, and it's got to be the best. And this thing really is the best. And it goes away too easily. Now, you might be thinking, why not just have a barbecue on the floor? And we've done that quite a lot. We've got portable grills that we use, and we've had like little things that we've used. But what I've personally found is that I feel much more comfortable having a fire in a raised pit now. It's not going to spread on the floor. I always keep a bucket of water safe. I've got my fire extinguisher as well, because I drive a fire truck. I've got everything to hand. It's a much safer way to cook. I've got a nice cleaning grid, and once it's all done, I can clean it down and put it away, and I don't leave any trace. And that's one of the things I love about this. And the fact that it is just so portable, and we can pack it away in the bag. It's just... Should we get it out one more time? Honestly, every time I open it, I just think, how good is that? So that's the Madkon BBQ. And now what I'm going to do, because we're parked up here, we're on a campsite, we're in the summer. We have our weekends here on the campsite where I'm writing my cookbook and I'm planning my next adventure and getting work done on the van. So this is part 1 of the video. Part 2, I'm going to cook a dish on this and show you why it's such a cool piece of kit. And then we might have a campfire late into the evening. Maybe we'll put a link below as to where you can find these for sale, because I think every camper van in the world should own one of these.